What's up out there? Welcome back to some more Internal Suffering. We are on episode 16. Now, since I've been back from vacation, I've gotten to sit down at my PC, which I like to sit down and figure out what my gear is and look at the monsters I'm fighting and everything and get that nice big screen real estate to sort all that stuff out. So I've been able to do that. We are done with Slayer tasks. Those are complete. I now have, let's go over into this. I now have a full set of Master Slayer gear. So I basically have 3 pieces for each of the combat styles because you need to have an extra piece for the Unhallowed Wasteland. So I've got that pretty much set up for everything here and ready to go. I've got the Fury of the Elemental Zodiacs. I've got my Slayer capes. I've got enough Hunter's rings. So I've started going through and collecting stuff beyond the Slayer gear. The Slayer stuff is one of the first things I wanted to get done because it was very close to being done, and I basically finished it off with Wicked Greater Dragons and Umboras. They were the easiest things to kill, and I could gear up and fight them, and it quit giving me Wicked Greater Dragons, so I started going into, whenever I'd roll a new task, it just quit giving me these guys for the most part. Now that I'm done with that grind, it started giving them to me again. So I worked on Umboras. Those are now done, so I now have the Tidal Edge. That is done and over with. And I went and farmed out some Catals and got the Ocean Song, so that's done. And I started working on the Lagaran Worms with my magic, got that up to level 99, so we are done with that grind. In fact, I am ready to go into the Impending Darkness event at any time. So the only thing I need to do now is just make sure that I have enough gear and make sure that I can kill stuff in the Unhallowed Wasteland. And this is where the problem starts becoming, because I need to really see what I can do with these Red Claws and Greater Skeletals. Ranged, I think I got to configure for these. I started working on the Lagaran Worms. They're the only ones that my magic can really work against, I think. So I have I'm 1 worm spike short, and then I got enough to get the, what's this thing upgrade? This upgrades the ring, so I got to go get some more rings, and then this upgrades the gauntlet, and I got to go get more gauntlets. But I need to get 1 more worm spike, and I'll be ready to go. So getting some in-game gear is working out fairly well. However, I am not started into the actual difficult stuff on the Unhallowed Wasteland yet, which is going to be really the Greater Skeletals. Those are going to be the most difficult. I did try to work on the Rockin' a little bit, but man, I don't know if those things are worth it. They do so much stun damage on here. You just spend your time stunned the whole time, and I wasn't real impressed with it. Might configure up something with like the Earth-Layered Shield or something and try to go in for that, but you just get stunned way too much. Although I thought there was a piece of gear that helped resist stun. I have to look at that. So what I did is I started working on magic. I figured I was still running on magic, so I could go in here and work on the Lagaran Worms and finish those off. Like I said, they're the only ones that are ranged, so it's the only one that works for that. And it worked out real well, except for now I'm out of runes, and I have no air runes. And I was just filming my hardcore combat only video, and I have something I noticed there too. Air runes are in every single spell, so you really burn those out fast. And I guess I've never paid attention to that before. And I am running really low on runes. I say really low, and I only have 92,000, but I mean, that's going to go quick. You know what I mean? I got plenty of prayer points I can ditch off here. But I mean, I'm a couple of pieces of gear away from having some extra gauntlets upgraded and a ring upgraded and stuff like that. So really close to that. Really need to spend some time, grinding out these dungeons, getting the whatever rings and gauntlets that I need. This will be the Air God dungeon I'll be able to do that with. But I mean, after that, I don't know that I'm going to mess with much with the magical character. He's pretty well geared out, and magic doesn't seem to be that impressive on this, so we'll have to see how it does in Impending Darkness. But I don't know. We're going to have to really sit down and figure out how to attack the Impending Darkness event. So that's where we're at, and I feel like I'm in a really good place. I got, a couple of the in-game weapons. Don't know how I'm going to do Rockins or if I'm going to bother with them or not, but even if I don't get some of the other gear, I think we're pretty well at the point where we could go and try to beat this thing. So I might try to do that this weekend. I may attempt it. I don't know that I'll record it yet, just to get a feel for how it goes and see if it's doable, because it may not be very fun. So that will catch us up for the last few days, I guess. And I'm ready to go with Impending Darkness at some point. Not sure when, but I'm ready to go with it. Probably need to gear up on a lot of food and runes. Definitely need a bunch of runes because I need to be able to cast some spells. There are some things that I have to use magic for, so I don't know. We'll cross that bridge, see how it goes. I may do what I'm doing with my hardcore combat only character and go into the Hall of Wizards and just bang this place out for a while, because it gives you a lot of runes, and that will save me from wasting a lot of the runes that are the rune essence that I have. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, that will do it for this one. We will catch you on the next one. Take care.